Namaste. Welcome to Yoga Plus Therapies class. This is a more advanced class with a culmination of a strongish arm balance at the end. So if you have any problems with your shoulder, elbow or wrist, maybe you would want to start with this class today. Let's begin by just a short, simple breathing practice. Sitting either cross-seated or as I am in the warrior sit, hands resting on the thighs, shoulders relaxed. Let's just take 3 long, slow, deep breaths. Into the belly, and filling the belly, release as you exhale. The belly lightly expands and release. One more. Good. We're going to come up to stand to begin the warm-ups. Stand with the feet easily apart, knees off lock. In this class we're going to be focusing a lot with spirals and circles. So really think about that as you do the different practices. Let's begin with the alternating shoulder shrugs. Just beginning one side and then the other side. Just get a nice releasing, circling action. As you do that, just keep the breath flowing. Pause it and take it counter. Just trying to take all the kinks out of the tight muscles. Good. Let the shoulders settle. Now we're going to bring the hands in front of the tummy, take Chikra Mudra, fingers in, thumbs long. Knees a little bit bent. We're going to inhale and open, rotating the arms outward. And as you exhale, rotate the arms back in. So rotate out, chest open, rotate back in as the chest sinks in. If I show this side on, just seeing that little bit of movement of the spine as well. Keep that breath flowing. Good. And release down. Full shoulder circles, one side and then the other side. Let the shoulder blade and the spine and trunk work with the move. As I said, we want to really get that nice flowing, spiraling moves through our body. In this practice, unlike some of the yoga practices which are a bit more linear, we really want to flow and circle our energy. Good. Bring the hands onto our pelvises, keep those knees soft, and just begin to circle through the pelvises. Get a nice flowing circle one direction. Take it as small or as large as you feel comfortable with. And then take it back the other way. Always letting the breath continue to flow. Good. This next one, warm-up's a bit of a balance. Knees a little off lock. 2 variations with it. First one is with a straight leg. We're just going to turn outward and inward. Feel the movement in the hip joint. From here, bring the knee bent and continue. So the outward rotation, the inward rotation. See the nice circle of the leg as you do this action? It become more important in a later practice. Excellent. Second leg, straight first, loosening the hip joint, feeling that rotation. And bent. If you feel unsteady, just hold on to the wall. You may notice one side is different to the other side. These are good observations to make. Let's take the feet wide apart now. Toes slightly turned out. We're just going to warm up the ankles and knees with a little drop stance. Just going to let the knee come out over one foot in line and then lift up again. So as we do this, we're just sinking, like we're sitting onto a chair slightly, tail slightly back, and just feeling that warm up action into the ankle. Always be mindful of the alignment of knee towards the toes. Second side, sinking, releasing. Just find that flow. And one more. Okay, wide squat or jog posture. This time we're going to bend both knees together. So we're just going to lower and sink and straighten up. Knees out over those feet. Body is upright. The tail is sinking straight to the floor. Imagine this is like the sumo squat. That breath guide the action. You can go as deep or as low into the practice or less so according to what feels right for you on the day. Good. Let's stay down now in that squat position. We're just going to work the shoulder blades. Take the arms out to the sides. And we're just going to spread. The shoulder blades are going to protract out to the side and then retract back in. Out and back. Just to show you this from behind. So as the shoulder blades spread apart, the shoulder blades come back in. Spreading and releasing. If you've got tight shoulder blades, it might just be a small movement to begin with. The idea is it's not forward or back, but it's just a sideways or lateral movement. Good. Release the arms. Raise yourself up, parallel feet. Let's take a slow, deep energy ball breath. Taking an inhale and an exhale. We're now going to flow into some of the standing yoga asana, yoga postures. We're going to begin with the triangle or trikonasana posture. When we do this one, just be mindful of keeping that feeling of spread and just a very slight opening rotation with the breathing. Let's turn out one foot, opposite heel slightly out, knees just off lock. And we're just going to gently roll ourselves down into the side bend position. Plant the hand where appropriate, whether it be your leg, the ankle or the floor. Reach open. And just begin to find that breath With that gentle exhale, you might just slightly rotate a little bit more open, but mindful of not letting it roll back behind you. All the time we're just thinking of that spiral. Spiraling from the rear thigh and the front thigh. Good. Let the front knee bend, draw the feet apart as you lift yourself up into the warrior two. Again, spread, ground. If you want to take the variation with palms up, let the shoulders be very soft, looking outward. Good. Inhale the arms open, feel the side body well open. We're going to just gently incline the body and then bring that arm down, resting on the thigh or to the inside of the foot. Reach the arm through, and as you reach, just be mindful of letting this side body open. This is an opening action we're after. It's not so much a straight line action, but a side opening action. Whenever you're in the position, use your breathing. Let go of excess tension, using just the right amount of muscle control to keep steady. Good. Press the feet apart from each other as you bring yourself back up through the warrior two and release. Take a pause midline with a Namaste breath. Palms together and ground through center line. Let's take the second side. Be mindful that the spine maintains its natural curves. Good. Release up through the warrior two. Spread those wings. Let that breath a little bit more expansive through the ribs. If you want, take palm up variation. Raising the arms, lengthen. Side bend, and plant the arm to the thigh or to the floor, and once again side open the body. Always that little variation with inhale to exhale. Bringing yourself up again, spreading the feet. Return to that midline position and a Namaste breath again. Centering. Good. Bring those feet closer together. Let's settle the weight to one side, and we're going to bring the other leg bent up and placed onto your thigh. Into that hip opening position. Stable. Hands out to the sides. If you want to take a little bit more stretch with this, you can bend yourself more deeply forward. Sage balance. Coming slowly out of balance. Sinking to the opposite leg, so knees off lock and bent, and planting the other side. Become steady. And either sit there, or if you want to go deeper, coming forward. Let the weight be a little towards the heel. We're feeling that opening of the hip. The circle open. Coming out. Settling. Once again, the Namaste breath. Take those legs wide. Keep one foot forward, the opposite foot turned out. And we're going to take our deep, sinking into this like we're sitting on the chair. So we're grounding ourselves to that side. We're going to take like this, and we're going to do an opening spiral here. So it's a spiral warrior posture. So one arm opens out this way, the opposite opens upward. As we do that, we spiral the chest slightly open and soften. Draw it at an oblique angle, well grounded with the leg, and getting that beautiful spiraling opening action through shoulders and torso. Good. Release back. Swap sides, so foot turns in, the opposite turns out. We ground ourselves. We take the arms, one spirals down, the other up, and we begin that breath at the oblique angle. So inhale, open, soften. Keeping that knee very steady. Feeling that spiraling, opening movement through the upper body. Good. And release it back. Just bring those feet slightly closer together. This new practice is called the Shiva Nataraja balance, one of the great dancer balances. We're just going to start with the leg work. I'm going to do that dynamically a few times. So I'm going to turn out one foot, knee is bent, and this side leg is going to be moving across the oblique angle of the body. And when we do the action, we're going to have it in rotation, so it's in a circle. It's like we've got this circling, rotating action through our hip and lower limb. So we're going to lift and rotate and lower. We'll do that a few times. If you're not feeling steady, hold the wall as you do it. Now holding here, if you want to bring the arms to so, the standing leg arm forward, the other hand dropped, lowered. We rotate the torso. So the torso is rotating forward. Keep that angle through the leg. Stance knee a little bent. Excellent. Slowly release. Take that short breath pause, maybe an energy ball. Second side. So we lift, and lower. Lift and lower. Remember the circle energy of the leg. So holding, I'm going to take the arms and turn the body forward. It's a good time to just remember you can also have a smile. Very good. Slowly release. Easy mountain, knees bent. Circle the arms up. Lower down, take a square. Bring the hands, elbows together. Open and take one arm on top of the other and bring them back around into the eagle stretch. Elbows forward. If you want, make small circles. Just loosening through the upper back. Other way. Good. Releasing, opening, palm elbow, spread, second arm on top. Eagle arms. With that gentle circling to release the shoulders and the upper back, torso. Back the other way. And circle release. Good. One more, energy ball. We're going to come down now into the deep squat. So legs a little wider than the hips. Just begin to lower yourself down. Arms forward or palm press position. If you're very tight, remember you can put a blanket underneath the back heels. Leave this out if you do have any knee issues. Let's find that breath. Release yourself slowly, coming around to tabletop. When we do this tabletop, few things to be mindful of. Fingers forward, elbows off lock, and really work to get that outward rotation of the upper arm. It's important when we bring it into this balance. So we outward rotate that outside arm, turn that foot out, take that leg back into alignment, We're just going to pivot our body open into a single arm balance. If you feel stronger, you can lift the knee from the floor. Work to use those waist muscles to open you up. Be expansive. Keep that rotary feeling through the shoulder. Turning it outward to help open out that torso. Good. Releasing. I'll turn the other way. This time you'll get to see the balance from behind. So just a different angle. So opposite arm. Outward rotation. Turn the foot. Extend the leg. Open. Stay like this, or if comfortable, lifting that knee or foot all the way from the ground. Keep that lift up, feel the work on the inner thigh. And release. From tabletop, sink back into child stretch just for a moment. Loosen off. Coming slowly up. Taking the start seated position, legs out for a moment. Not loosening. Sage sit position. So I'm just going to tuck one leg behind, foot turned out. Be mindful that there's no knee strain here. You may need to lift yourself up onto a blanket if you want the foot turned straight back. This one's tucked in. We're going to do a little spiral turn of bringing the torso forward and across towards your bent knee. And then opening back up. Just repeat. It's just like a spiraling arc. One more. Good. Release that bent leg back, forward. Take this one to the opposite thigh, like for hip cradle, hands behind for support, and bring the leg bent up if you can. Always remember, if a stretch is too strong for you, leave it out or take an easier version. Just find that breath relaxing into the outer hip. Keep that slow, steady breathing. Now, the bent up leg, we're going to roll it inward and let that top leg either rest on the thigh, inner thigh, or if it's too much, it can come forward of the knee. Whichever leg is up, we're just going to turn the body a little bit to that side and then away. So we're looking and turning slightly to the leg that's down on the ground to get this stretch into the inner outer hip area. Once you feel it begin to soften, then if appropriate, shift the weight forward and begin to bend into the stretch. Be mindful of always respecting your body so there's no pain or strain, especially through the knees, hip or spine. Slowly release. Back out to staff. Just loosen, tighten those thighs a little and we'll swap sides. So opposite leg tucked back, foot behind, this one tucked in. Try to get reasonably level or use a blanket to assist. And do that spiraling rotation towards the bent knee. Opening and again, forward and around. So get that feeling of releasing into the buttock, hip. But of course we're all different, so everyone may experience the stretch in different ways or different places. One more. Good. Tuck back leg out to the front. Firm. Bring that leg over. Stay like that. Or bring it bent. Easy breathing. Important part of yoga is just to enjoy those sensations of stretch and release, letting the tensions go. Okay, if you can, bring that other leg tucked in, coming across, or if not, you can bring it forward. This time, we lean the body a little bit to the top leg opposite side and turn towards the bottom leg, just to feel that opening. Once it's released, if appropriate, come into the forward position. And slowly back up. Release the legs out to the start position again. Firm your thighs, loosen off. Now we're going to finish with the practice here of the tortoise. If you do have back issues, you may want to leave this one out. It's quite a strong one for the back. It's a little bit more demanding for the shoulder flexibility and upper body as well. So, legs a bit bent up. We want to do it a little variation where we're going to take the legs in that same slightly circled in position. They can almost be touching if appropriate for you. Tails go back. We're just going to lean ourselves forward. That feels appropriate. Lean one way, take one arm underneath. Lean the other way, take the other arm underneath. And just see if you can hold and stretch forward into a modified tortoise practice. We're working to try to bring the arms more tucked in. If it's even possible, you can even take it into that more classical position, reaching back behind. Remember your spine, feel no strain or pain. Good. To ease the arms, again you did a little lean away, coming up and out, and a nice expansive opening up. Now we're going to flow into 3 variations of one of the famous classical yoga postures called Visvamitrasana. It's about a famous sage, and at some stage, if you're interested, Radical will include a little story about this at some stage. With this practice, I'm showing you many variations because it's quite a strong practice, and you may only be able to do partial or variation. Remember, create no strain in your body, but always think of this action. Every time we do this action, think of it like that spiraling, circling feeling. So hopefully you've got the bodies reasonably warmed up. So we're going to start by just bring one leg tucked in, bring the other leg up, feel reasonably stable. You ground the opposite arm, so you ground the same side arm on the leg. We're going to take hold of the outside of the foot. We're going to lift that leg up, feel that you've got your balance, and then with that arm we're going to do a spiraling action of your torso. So we're going to turn the torso up and out as we try to straighten the leg and a circling up and out pattern. So it's like as you straighten the leg, you use the movement of the outside of the ankle to help circle that leg up, out and open. You may try that a few times. It may be okay for you to feel like you can hold the practice. But remember, feel if this is a nice opening circle. Good. The stronger variation of this is where we're going to loop the arm to the inside. This actually creates a brace that helps the action, but if you don't actually have that flexibility through this torso and shoulders, then it won't be so easy for you. So you're going to take the arm now on the inside underneath the thigh. Again, give it that support. In the same way, we're going to use that foot to spiral up and out. We turn the body to look away. You can feel that brace helps to open you up. This is a bit challenging on the hamstrings as well, so remember, if you have tight ones, then only go to your limit. Good. Let's try the other side. So support and spiral up, out and open. Every day you'll be surprised with this one, how it can really vary. Some days you'll find that your body's very open, and other days it's a lot more of a challenge. The inner arm version. Always remember, use the ankle, turn, open, turn the torso back. Good. So for some of you, this won't be where you stay. If you want to take it a little bit more into the arm balance, we're going to balance through the thigh and the arm for the next variation. So with the knee down, the arm down, we're just going to take hold of that foot in the same way, and then we're going to do that same turn, spiral up, out. The stronger variation is to take the arm down and under, so it's supporting on the back of the tricep. Turn the leg, same way, and then bring it up, out and open again. Good. Let's try the second side. Remember the stance arm, it's all about that rotation open of the shoulder to protect your shoulder. And stable leg. Open, up, out. Or take the tuck. Down, under, flat palm, open, holding again, and that spiraling, opening action. Good. The final position requires quite a lot of strength, control and balance, so be especially careful that you're ready for this level. So from here, we're going to take the back leg extended. We start off very much like we did the balance earlier. You feel the control, you lift the knee, bring it forward, hold it, and rotate up, out and open. Those people who can achieve the tuck, foot down, take the arm, body down, bring the arm under, plant and open, plant the back foot, we're going to use those inner thighs, open the leg, open the foot, and we extend out and open. Take your time with this, remember, feels comfortable with your breathing, don't be in a rush. If you do one side, have a little pause before you take the second side. The way we cause strain and injury to ourselves is we do too much, too quickly, or with muscle fatigue. Second side. Open, plant and ground, lift, hold, and then open. Or take the tuck. Rotate, support, get your balance. Many of you may be happy to stay like this. Or, again, rotate up, out. Very good. Enjoy the energy and flow of the Visvamitrasana posture. Become one with the great stages. So once you feel your breath has returned, settling, we're going to finish off with the final, very comfortable cooling down practices. Let's come down to lay on your back. Knees are bent up. Use that core tone to help draw you down. Settle. Find that slow abdominal breathing. So the stronger arm balances are very activating. So now we want to create that really calming, cooling conclusion. Try to lengthen the breathing. 4 or 5 count inhale, 4 or 5 count exhale. Good. We're going to bring the knees over the chest now. Allow the lower back to relax. The back pelvis just supported. Shoulders easy. Loosening fingers and arms. Take the arms to the side, spread. And when you're ready, in the exhale, just roll the knees towards one elbow. Coming up to the inhale and rolling to the other side. Just keep that going a few times. It can be a small movement or a larger movement to what feels right. If you want the head to go gently opposite to the knees and that feels right for you, do so. If not, just let the head be relaxed and comfortable where it wants to be. Make sure you're even to both sides. Come back to the middle, settle. Lower the heels. Release the arms. And take an easy rolling bridge. Just rolling the pelvis away from the floor, vertebra by vertebra, and release it back down. Trying to let go of any last tensions. Good. Settle and prepare for relaxation. So when you're ready, let's come into relaxation posture, Shanti asana, the peace posture. Legs out long, relaxed and open. If needed, something under the knees. If you want, have support under the head. You can even just use your mat rolled up. So the chin is slightly in, arms to the sides. If comfortable, eyes are closed. Just feel the whole body at rest, completely at rest, letting go. Take a yawn. Relax all around the head, the face, the jaw. Feel the release spread from the head out and down the shoulders, out the arms, to the palms and the fingers. Soften the heart and the chest. Loosen the abdomen. Feel the spine completely relaxed, the neck, the middle back, the kidney area, the lower back. Soften from hips to knees, knees to ankles, relaxed feet and loose toes. Letting go. letting go. Feel free to continue to relax for as long as you like. Otherwise, when you're ready, deepen the breath. Stretch yourself out. Bring knees slowly bent up. Roll to one side and come up to sit. Finishing by bringing the hands in the middle of the chest. Thank you for joining us with this class today. Namaste.